Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Atlantean Chronicles. If you didn't notice, last time we got ourselves on our winning streak. These are kind of exceptionally rare in this series just because of how difficult I really am making this for myself. But regardless, even though we won very questionably with Penguin Soldier actually just attacking and poking, I'm not complaining in the slightest. I will take those kind of wins because, hey, win streak's a win streak, and the deck can only get better unless our pulls are crap. Regardless, before we go ahead and jump into today's product, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, it would help me very much. And if you want to even go above and beyond, why not share the video? Regardless, let's go ahead and jump right into today's product. I have been saving these cards in storage for quite a bit. Or I should say these packs. So let's not beat around the bush. We're on a hunt for some sea serpents today. Breakers of Shadow. We're hunting for them Atlantean princes. So let's see what happens. Dark Doriado, performed by Rain Goats, Stegosaur, Jade, Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. Cool super, but we don't need it. Reject Reborn. Rares, supers, and yeah. Bunch of commons. Savage Strike. We're in this set for a rare. I mean, a Borreload Savage Dragon would be a cool pickup, but we are actually just after the Lapis Dragon, which is a rare in this set. Guardian Dragon Carmaze, Neospace Connector, Clizwix, blah blah blah, Necro Shinobi. Oh, oops, went too far. Shunui Squire. Hida, it's a cool card, but we don't need her. Cyber's Wicked, TG Booster, yeah, basically nothing. So the thing about Lapis Dragon, its only printing is in Savage Strike. It is not reprinted in any other set, so if we want it, it's gonna have to be pulled from this set. But anyway, back to Breakers of Shadow. Bad Luck Blast. I am having some bad luck, aren't I? Solo, the Melodious Songstress, Shunui South Synth. Finally! Oh, sweet, sweet Prince. You're mine. I don't even care what is in the rest of these packs. Oh my god, sweet, sweet Prince. Neptupus, the Atlantean Prince. For those of you who are not familiar with this beautiful, beautiful one-star monster, it's a level 1 sea serpent with the effect that reads, you can send one Atlantean monster from your deck to your graveyard except Neptupus, the Atlantean Prince. Add one Atlantean card from your deck to your hand except for Atlantean Prince. Send Dragoons, add Dragoons. Beautiful. If this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a water's effect, target Atlantean in the graveyard except for Atlantean Prince, special summon it. You can only use each effect once per turn. It is such an important card. We finally have one copy. Oh, alright, come on. Let's add our Lapis Dragon. Time Thief Bezel Ship. Cash E the whatever. Perform Power Clay Guy. Sky Striker Ace Kinda. And our rare is Madolche Petting Sasur. Guru. Winder. TG Booster. Squirt Squid. Well, can we pull multiple? Ideally, you know, having multiple Atlantean Prince is the goal here, but one we can make do with. Shunui Smith, Draco Face-Off, Heavy Magnet, Buster Blader, the Destruction Swordsman. Yo, this is a cool secret to pull. We're not gonna play him because it's Buster Blader, but that's a cool pull regardless, even though we cannot make use of him. Allumirage, Apocrypha, Mistaken Accusation, Cosmodelta Shuttle. That's a cool secret, I'm not gonna lie. But not what we need, but it's okay. We've pulled a singular Atlantean Prince. We continue. Guardian Garmadies. Cyber's Integra, whatever. Child's Play. Agripane, oh, I do not miss you. But our rare, more importantly, is it an effect monster? It is. Pocket Synchro. No, wrong effect monster we wanted. Super Armor, Time Thief Hack, Shooter Sauce into the Squirt Squid. Come on, give me a prince. Give me another prince, please. We have one prince. I want more princes. Dragon's Vine. Perform about Monkey Board. Oh my god, this card. Dynamis Charge. Buster Whelp, the Destruction Swordsman. I feel like we've pulled a playset going through all these Breakers of Shadow. Who knows, maybe I'll build Buster Blader at some point in the future. Goyo Defender, Dynamis Ceratops, and yeah. Okay, I love the artwork for Buster Blader. But anyway, this is our last chance for Lapis Dragon. Otherwise, we're gonna have to go into more Savage Strike just to find the card that we need. Give me a Time Thief Flyback, Neospace Connector, Lost Time, Sheer Noise Swordmaster, Neos Fusion. That's not bad. I mean, we don't need it, but is it an effect monster? No, it's a Link. What? Detonate. Oh, we're gonna have to go back. Our Dragon Juice to get cool. Which means we're gonna have to go back into Savage Strike to find a Lapis Dragon. It's okay. Last pack for the day. I mean, if all else fails, we pulled what we've been looking for so long, but we need more than this. One is not enough. We can make do, but you know, it's a sealed only series, so. Dracofish, Shirnui Smith, Blackwing Hamilton the Dust. Just in case I'm wrong. Perform Power by Turtle. Buster Sword, Dynamist Rush. Whoa! So we pulled 2 Buster Whelp. Pulled a secret. It's cool, but more importantly, we pulled our beautiful, beautiful Atlantean Prince. Finally. We're gonna need more. We pulled him. Oh my god. It feels so good to have a singular prince. Granted, I'd like to have more, but in terms of our main deck engine, now Deep Sea Diva is a viable normal summon. A power normal summon, actually. And the best part is, if we can get stuff beforehand to bait out, like stuff like Ash, Veiler, or Impermanence, so let's say we special summon Abystius, and then get that, trigger that effect, maybe a Dragoon's effect. Basically ways so that we can protect our Deep Sea Diva normal summon. This is huge, because we can get by with one Atlantean Prince. Now, I guess the precipice is to build the deck further, but with this one Prince, this sweet, sweet Prince, let's see what we can do in today's duels. Today's duels? Today's duels. Today's jewels. Today's duels. Alrighty, so for this set of matches for this episode, we are actually going up against random opponents. I want to have that random locals field. No insight whatsoever. So we're starting off against Blue Eyes, which, you know, I think it's fitting whenever you go to a local tournament at your new shop. You're always going to run into a Blue Eyes player, so kind of fitting. Interesting, though. I have a very wonky hand. We do get to show off Atlantean Prince, but we're facing off against this hybrid, like, fusion, the synchro version of Blue Eyes. We are able to get some damage on board early, or board presence, I should say. However, dealing with a big 3k booty in Azure Eyes is difficult because this is not the spell negate equip. It's Viscale the Kraken, not Cetus. So Megalo's still underneath. We can pop off and then get out our Abyss Gaios, which funnily enough also prevents all of these Blue Eyes monsters from attacking me. So at least my life points are safe for now as long as I have material on my Abyss Gaios. Unfortunately, I am forced to kind of get rid of that and stop it from being dealt with. Abyss Gaios is a big monster, but it can get easily popped away, and then I get punched in the face from the Dragoglion combo. So, it happens. Whatever. We are going first this time around again, and we open a pretty good starting hand. We get to Rip 2. I opt for this route. I could have gone something a little different, but we do have 2 hand trips. I forgot to fire off the anti-spell at the very beginning, but it's enough to clean it up. That Rip 2, as well as just having that monster negate on field with anti-spell. We clean up, we move on to the final game. It's just the Maiden Pass with some back row. We deal with the Maiden easily by just kaijuing over it. We are able to get a little extra normal summon thanks to heavy infantry. We bring out our Atlantean Prince, clean up the shop using his effect a little bit. We beef up our Megalo, which can actually punch twice thanks to its ability. And we're now sitting pretty with a singular negate as well as a ghost spell, which should be able to hurt.
I don't know why my opponent did that. Honestly, like, they had to negate, they tried to pop, it kind of just wasted it. But we take that match. Next up, we are going up against Gimmick Puppet Orchest and Dark Machine Synergy. Not the most intimidating of boards. So, unfortunately, Imperm is. It is really hurting our Deep Sea Diva normal summon. Yugioh cleans up our back row. Luckily, it's only just the Abyss scale, but Zeus is a problem. This card can definitely simplify the board state, and without the correct starter, I am in a bit of trouble. It doesn't even matter because Gizmek Orochi hits the field, cleans us up for OTK. We're going first again. We summon our Undyne so we can get some Atlantean Dragoons plays live, and then we can also end on our lovely Abyss Gaios with the Monster Negate. We have an Ash in hand. We look okay. Imperm deals with Abyss Gaios. Luckily, this scale deals with the Dingirsu, but Zeus once again. And guess what also appears to be in my opponent's hand? Gizmek Orochi, the Serpentine Skyblaster. Ouch, that hurts. Final match of the day, we are going up against Dynamorphia, so a pretty decent rogue contender. We're going first again. We were able to get a little bit of Atlantean plays going with our lovely, lovely Prince. We are shuffling back, but unfortunately, we don't have much starting plays, but we do have 3 hand traps, which hopefully will be enough to stop Dynamorphia. Luckily it is, however, Dynamorphia is a trap-based deck, but they pay life points. I take note of this because we are really pushing our opponent down. They basically have their life points, so we can get enough damage on board. We can take this game. Unfortunately, our Grateful Reef gets hit. We do get to bring them down to 700 life points, so just one more swing and we should be able to take this game. We normal summon the Diva, bring out Artisan so we can try to go up into a Gungnir, clean up the board state. We get the Ferret Flames. And now it's a simplified game state. Our Ghost Ogre in hand does deal with 1, but they float, then bringing back a new back row. And I'm bricked in my hand. If I draw 1 more water, my Abyss Megalo will be live. So we actually draw a pretty good out. Marksman is great for dealing with back row. Unfortunately, I'm able to bring my opponent's life points almost all the way down, but they're able to clear out my Megalo, and I have to scoop it up. So we go to game number 2. This time around, we've sided in plenty of back row hate to stop any fusion summoning and hopefully deal with any of their plays. Setting 5 is intimidating. Solemn Strike hits our Diva, which is our power normal summon. When they try to go into their fusion, I try to stop it, but they Solemn Judgment, and this is tricky. They try to activate their Diplos Engrave. I banish it away, and then funnily enough, they've lowered their life points enough where I can Titanocider their T-Rex in order to just punch it for Undyne. So now we go to the final game. Ash Blossom coming in clutch again, stopping that fusion trap card. Having their life points, putting them already at a low state, and just punching in for damage with the Atlantean Dragoons. We Kaiju away, they torrential the board. It's a simplified game state, but they cannot make a comeback. And we actually finish on a 2-1 record. Not bad, slowly increasing our win record, racking up those wins, and Atlantean Prince is coming in clutch.
And that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm still buzzing on the Prince pool. I am... Now, moving forward, we're still going to need to slowly flesh out the deck itself. In terms of main deck components, Prince is huge, but we're going to need to get more copies of Abystius, so that way we can easily hit level 7s on the field and make Abyss Gaios a lot more consistently. We are still missing a few main deck pieces of that, in terms of the deep sea stuff, as well as extra deck pieces. And then maybe down the line, I'd like to start to diverge into a certain branch of Atlantean Mermail, and it will rely on some extra deck and main deck pieces that we will need to pull. So that will do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next episode of Atlantean Chronicles.